silent in the cup holder, city glowing through the rain. Wipers moving like a metronome, trying to keep time with my brain. The smoke floating out the window, red lights stretching down the road. And every song inside this car tonight feels way too close to home. I said I was over everything, but that sounds better than the truth. Cause every empty street I turn onto still somehow leads to you. So I keep driving with no destination, just the engine in my thoughts. Cause staying still means facing everything I spent months trying to block. Midnight engine, running while my mind caves in. Street lights flicker on the dashboard, like the state I'm living in. Midnight engine, take me somewhere I can breathe. Cause every memory behind me still got its hands on me. Midnight engine, midnight engine. Midnight engine. I passed the gas station on Lincoln, the one where we almost crashed. Talking about forever, like forever was something built to last. Now we're strangers in expensive jackets, laughing outside at 2 AM. And I'm driving through reflections, trying not to text you again. Funny how the city never sleeps, but somehow I still feel alone. Everybody's going somewhere, while I'm just trying to make it home. And the rain keeps getting heavier, like the sky won't let me hide. So I press harder on the pedal, just to quiet what's inside. Midnight engine, burning through another night, running from the version of me I don't recognize. Midnight engine, every mile feels like escape, but no matter how far I go, the feeling never fades. Midnight engine, I got neon in my bloodstream, and memories in every seat, trying to outrun the silence, riding next to me. Midnight engine, midnight engine. Midnight engine. City light memories. City light memories. Downtown lights blur through the window, your old playlist filling up the car. Funny how 1,000 strangers still can't make me feel less far. Past the bar where we stayed till closing, talking like we had more time. Now it's just another building that replays you in my mind. I know the city kept moving, even after we fell apart. But every street we used to drive through still knows every part of my heart. And I keep catching pieces of us in places I don't expect, like memories hiding in headlights I still haven't escaped yet. City light memories, burning through the glass tonight. Every road feels haunted by the look inside your eyes. City light memories, still glowing underneath my skin. And no matter where I drive now, I still crash into them. City light memories. City light memories. Red signal near the old apartment still turns green too slow for me. Cause that's where you said forever, like forever meant anything. Now the skyline feels different, colder somehow after you, like the city city lost its color the moment I lost you too. There's a girl laughing in the next lane, and for a second it sounded close to the way you used to say my name before we became ghosts. And maybe that's the hardest part, not the leaving, not the pain, just realizing every memory still lives inside the same place. City light memories, running red lights in my head, trying not to think about everything we never said. City light memories, reflections dancing in the rain. I keep driving through the past, but it all looks the same. City light memories, you fade then return again like neon reflections on the windshield in the rain. City light memories. City light memories. City light memories. I thought distance would erase you, but distance just made it clear. Some people leave your life, but never really disappear. And every late night drive reminds me how close and far we became. Two people in the same city, still getting lost in the same pain. City light memories, finally slowing down tonight. Maybe healing starts the moment you stop trying to fight. City light memories, still glowing softly in the dark. Not every memory is meant to fade, some just become part of who you are. City light memories. City light memories. EDM PH, speeding past exits I should take, hands tied on the wheel again. Street signs blur into nothing, like the state my mind is in. There's a text from you unopened, still lighting up my phone, but I can't hear my thoughts at low speed, so I keep the engine loud. The city looks better in motion, like problems disappear in the dark, but every mile just stretches the distance between my head and my heart. And I know I shouldn't drive like this, but slowing down feels worse, 'cause silence always says too much when you're alone with her. 80 MPH, trying to outrun what I feel inside. Street lights flashing like memories I can't leave behind. 80 MPH, and my thoughts still keep pace with me, no matter how fast I disappear. You're still right with me. 80 MPH. 80 MPH. Radio static in the speakers, rain dripping down the glass. Every song sounds like a warning about things that never last. The smoke floating through the moonlight, dashboard glowing blue, and every empty lane tonight still somehow leads to you. Funny how the highway opens wide, but my chest still feels closed in, like freedom's only temporary when the chaos lives within. So I press hard trying to outrun my own mind, but pain keeps perfect distance no matter how hard I drive. 80 mph, neon bleeding through the rain tonight, trying to lose the version of me that still wants to call you mine. 80 mph, heart racing with the engine sound, looking for peace somewhere outside this town. 80 mph, and I swear for a second there the headlights look like hope cutting through the air. 80 mph, 80 mph. We used to glow like this city before everything went quiet. I still remember your hoodie in my passenger seat, laughing at nothing, 2 a.m. streets. We didn't need a destination back then, just motion and music and cheap gasoline. The city looked different when you were here, even the traffic felt alive. Now every light just reminds me of a version of us that died. I passed the diner where we talked for hours about dreams we never chased. Now it's just another building I drive past and don't slow my pace. And I don't know when it changed or how it slipped away, but every neon reflection still knows your name. Neon hearts, we were burning in the dark, too bright to last forever, but we still left a mark. Neon hearts, now I see it in the rain, 2 lights that used to feel like one now flicker in pain. Neon hearts, neon hearts, neon hearts. I still play that song you love, even though it hurts a little less now. Funny how time doesn't erase you, it just teaches me how. There's a couple in the crosswalk laughing, holding hands like we used to do. And for a second I forget I'm broken, till the light turns green and it moves. I thought love was supposed to last forever, but maybe it just burns real fast, leaving traces in the city that never really pass. And I swear I feel you in the headlights every time it starts to rain, like the city never fully forgets us, even if we change. Neon hearts still glowing in my memory, every corner of the city still reflects you back to me. Neon hearts, we were never meant to fade, but even brightest flames still find a way. Neon hearts, and I'm learning how to see that not everything that ends was ever meant to leave. Neon hearts, neon hearts. Maybe we weren't a mistake, maybe we were just a spark that lit up the night too quickly and left before it got dark. And I don't hate the ending, it just taught me how to feel that even broken reflections can still be real. Neon hearts, we were going through the pain, and even if we're over, I'd still feel the same. just remember her. Push me in my thoughts again. Phone screen lighting up my face in the dark, but there's nothing I can really say. 3 dots appear, then disappear, like you're trying but fading away. I replay what I should have told you in conversations we never had. Now every message feels delayed, like it's always coming back too late. I'm driving through the same old city, but it doesn't feel like ours anymore. Even the places we used to love don't look the same like before. And I keep checking for connection, like maybe you'll still respond. But the silence keeps getting louder every time I hold on. Lost signal, I can't reach you anymore. Every call just drops into something I can't ignore. Lost signal, we're fading out of sync, and I don't know where you are now, but I know what it means. Lost signal, lost signal. I see your name in old conversations that I never bothered to delete. Now it feels like looking at a version of something I can't repeat. The GPS keeps rerouting like it knows I'm not okay, taking me through every memory. I tried to drive away. There's a couple in the next car laughing, sharing music through one phone, and it hits me a little harder how disconnected I feel alone. And maybe it's not the signal, maybe it's just us instead. 'Cause no matter how strong the network, some things still disconnect. Lost signal, and I'm stuck in airplane mode, trying to send emotions that never fully load. Lost signal, every word just disappears, and I'm talking to a silence that doesn't disappear. Lost signal, we drifted out of range, and I keep trying to call back a version that's changed. Lost signal, lost signal. Maybe we stopped talking long before we stopped the calls. Maybe distance wasn't the problem, maybe it was us after all. And I don't blame the silence, it just grew where we didn't speak. Funny how the strongest signals can still turn weak. be right next to me, but it doesn't feel that way. Like your shadow still rides shotgun, even though you walked away. I keep both hands on the steering, but I still feel something there, like a weight I can't explain, just hanging in the air. The radio plays our old station. I should have changed it weeks ago, but every song feels like a memory I'm not ready to let go. And I don't talk about it out loud, but I know I'm not okay, 'cause silence sounds like your voice now, in a really strange way. Passenger, you're still sitting next to me, even when the city fades out. You're still what I see. Passenger, I can't shake you off my mind. Every turn I take alone still feels like you're behind. Passenger, I stop at the lights we used to wait on, just staring at nothing for a while. And I swear I almost see you laughing, like you never left this smile. There's a couple in the rearview mirror, arguing and holding on. And it hits me how we used to feel before everything went wrong. I rolled the window down a little, let the cold air cut through me, but even wind can't erase you from the space you used to be. Maybe I created you in every lonely drive, or maybe you're just the reason I still feel alive. Passenger, you don't leave when I speed up. You stay even in the silence, even when I give up. Passenger, every memory takes your seat, and I can't tell what's real anymore. Oh, it's just me. Passenger, I try to drive you out of here, but you live inside the motion every time I steer. Passenger, passenger. Just me, the road, and everything I've been avoiding. Headlights cutting through the rain again, like they're trying to show me something I don't see. Every mile feels a little argue like it never even happened there. But my mind still plays the moment like it's stuck in midair. I keep telling myself I'm fine now, but fine doesn't feel like this. It feels like I'm driving in circles around everything I miss. And I don't know when it changed or when I stopped feeling right. But every road I take tonight feels like a question in disguise. Headlights showing me what I can't escape. Every reflection in the glass feels like my mistakes. Headlights pulling me back in time. I keep driving forward, but I'm stuck inside my mind. Headlights. Headlights. I see your face in passing moments, on billboards and passing cars. Funny how my brain still builds you from broken pieces in the dark. There's a silence in the dashboard that feels louder than before. Like the car knows I'm not okay, but won't say it anymore. I try to change the direction, but every turn feels the same. Like I'm chasing something fading that I never could name. And maybe it's not the city, maybe it's just me instead. Cause everywhere I go tonight feels like something I left unsaid. Headlights blinding me with what I feel. Every memory I buried is suddenly real. Headlights, I can't outrun my past. Even at full speed, it still comes back. Headlights, every flash is a reminder that I'm still not free from what's inside me. Everything feels like noise tonight, even my thoughts. Sky looks broken through the windshield, like it can't decide to stay or fall. Streetlights flicker like they're tired of watching me lose it all. I've been talking to myself more lately, like someone's supposed to reply, but the silence just keeps repeating. Every question I ask the sky. My phone's been dead for hours now, but I still check it anyway. Like maybe something will change tonight if I just keep hoping it will stay. And I don't know when it got this loud inside my own headspace. But even when the world is quiet, I still can't find space. Static sky, nothing feels clear anymore. Every thought turns into noise I can't ignore. Static sky, I'm losing shape inside the sound. Like I'm here but not really, like I'm falling down. Static sky, static sky. I pull over near the highway exit just to breathe for a minute or two. But even stillness feels unstable when everything reminds me of you. There's a couple sitting at a gas pump, laughing like nothing ever breaks. And it hits me hard I used to feel that before everything changed. I turned the volume up just to feel it. Like distortion might make it stop, but the louder the world becomes outside, the more I hear what I'm not. And maybe I've been overthinking every silence, every sign, trying to make sense of a feeling that was never meant to be defined. Static sky, I can't separate truth from noise. Every memory is overlapping with 1,000 other voices. Static sky, I'm drifting out of control, like I'm made of broken signals I can't hold. Static sky, every thought just multiplies, and I don't know if I'm waking or just stuck inside my mind. Late night, that's when everything comes back. I pulled over just to think for a second, but the second turned into a while. Engine still running, lights still glowing, staring at broken miles. The city feels quieter when you stop escaping. Every sound starts coming through, and suddenly it's not the road that's heavy, it's everything inside of you. I check my phone out of habit, like something might have changed, but it's just old conversations that never really fade. And it hits a little different when you're not moving anymore, like everything you've been avoiding is standing right at the door. Late nights, that's when it all comes back again. Every version of me I buried is sitting in the end. Late nights, nothing left to chase or hide, just me and all my silence on the passenger side. Late nights, late nights. I turn the engine off for a moment, let the world actually speak, and the silence feels so honest, it almost breaks me. There's a couple in a car behind me, laughing like life is a light, and it makes me realize how far I've drifted from feeling alright. I think about every wrong turn, every word I never said, and how I kept on driving just to stay out of my head. But you can't outrun reflection, it catches up eventually, and the faster that you try to leave it, the louder it will be. Late nights, and I'm finally face to face with every piece of me I lost trying past the last street light. The noise finally starts to fade. No more reflections in the buildings, no more ghosts in the parade. Just open road and empty silence, stretching further than I thought. And for the first time in a long time, I notice what I lost. The city taught me how to escape things, but never how to stay. Now I'm somewhere without direction, and I can't run away. And it feels a little different when there's nothing left to chase. Like the distance doesn't fix you, it just gives you space. Outside the city, nothing here reminds me of you. Just the sound of tires on pavement, and a sky that feels too blue. Outside the city, I can finally hear myself breathe. Not everything I was running from was ever chasing me. Outside the city, outside the city, I stopped the car near nowhere, just fields and fading light. No neon to confuse me, no memories to rewrite. I thought I'd feel more lost here, but it's quieter than pain. Like the absence of distraction is washing out the rain. I realize I've been surviving inside places I outgrew, holding on to versions of me that I never needed to. And maybe healing isn't moving, maybe it's standing still long enough to hear your heartbeat without needing noise to fill. Outside the city, I don't feel the weight I did. Every thought that used to break me feels a little less like it did. Outside the city, no more running in my head, just the present and the moment I never really met. Outside the city, and I don't need to escape, 'cause nothing here is chasing me except the choices that I make. Outside the city, outside the city, night didn't end suddenly, it just slowly became something softer. I didn't notice the shift at first, from darkness into gray, like the world was gently learning how to give the pain a name. The road is still in front of me, cold turn into air. And for once I don't feel haunted by everything that's there. And I don't know when it happened, but something started to change. Like the weight I've been carrying finally learned my name. Afterlight, I can feel it coming in. Not a fix, not a miracle, just a softer way to live. Afterlight, where the silence doesn't hurt and the past becomes a story instead of something worse. Afterlight. Chapters on a different kind of shelf. I think about the version of me that couldn't stay still, and I don't feel like I've lost. I'm just learning how to heal. Even memories feel lighter, like they're not trying to stay, just passing through like weather that's slowly drifting away. And maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it doesn't arrive, maybe it's just this quiet moment where I feel alive. Afterlife. And I'm not who I used to be, but I don't need to fix it to feel like me. Afterlife. Every scar is still there, but it doesn't cut the same when I'm aware. Afterlife. And I can finally breathe again, not because it's perfect, but because it's not the end. Afterlife. I used to think I needed answers to feel like I was whole, but maybe peace is just acceptance of everything I don't control. And I don't need to erase it to move a little further on. I just needed to stop fighting what was already gone. Afterlight. And I'm learning how to stay inside a world that's still the shadows but doesn't feel the same. Afterlight. And I don't need to run anymore, 'cause what I was escaping isn't chasing me like before. Afterlight. And maybe this is what it means to finally be alive in between. Afterlight. Same road, but it feels lighter, like the weight finally stepped aside. No more chasing something missing, no more trying to hide. The rearview looks less important, like it doesn't pull me back, just reflections of a version I don't need to react. I pass the places that used to break me, and nothing hits the same. It's strange how time can soften even the deepest pain. And I don't feel like I'm escaping or running from myself. It's just motion without pressure, like I've become someone else, running like It feels more like space for everything I couldn't say before to slowly find its place. Even thoughts don't feel as loud now. They don't fight to be heard. They just come and go like weather without needing a word. And maybe this is what they meant when they said it takes time not to forget what happened, but to stop drawing the line. Running light, and I'm not afraid to feel everything I used to break from. It's starting to heal. Running light, I don't need to be fixed, just a little less lost inside all of this. Running light, and I can finally see that the road was never against me. It was just teaching me. Running light, running light. I used to think survival and holding everything in, but maybe it's just learning what to let sink in. And I don't need perfection to feel like I belong. Just a little more direction than where I started from. Running light, and I don't look back the same, 'cause even what once hurt me now carries my name. Running light, not escaping anymore, just becoming something I wasn't before. Running light, and for the first time I can say I'm not running away. I'm running light, running light, still moving, but finally free. Still moving. The sky is turning gold slowly, like it finally learned my name. And for once I'm not escaping from anything in my brain. Empty roads stretch out in silence, no pressure to be anywhere. Just me and the light unfolding, like it actually cares. I pass the places I once avoided, and they don't pull me back. Like everything I used to run from lost its impact. And I don't feel the need to rush it or turn it into more. It's just the road and the moment I never felt before. Sunrise, and I finally let it go. Every mile feels softer than I've ever known. Sunrise, and I don't need to be anywhere, just here in the light with nothing to repair. Sunrise, sunrise. everything feels alive. Sunrise, and not the same as before, but I don't need to be any more than what I am for. Sunrise, and I can breathe without the pain, like everything I went through wasn't in vain. Sunrise, and I finally understand I wasn't lost, I was becoming who I am. Sunrise, 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 sunrise. I used to think the ending had to be loud or clear, but maybe it's just quiet when the noise disappears. And I don't need to fix it or turn back time again, 'cause peace is just a moment where everything makes sense. Sunrise, and I finally see it now, that every broken piece of me still somehow brought me out. Sunrise, and I don't need to hold on tight, 'cause letting go was never losing, it was learning how to fly. Sunrise, and I'm not who I used to be, but I like the person looking back at me. Sunrise. The sky is turning gold slowly, like it finally learned my name. And for once I'm not escaping from anything in my brain. Empty roads stretch out in silence, no pressure to be anywhere, just me and the light unfolding, like it actually cares. I pass the places I once avoided, and they don't pull me back, like everything I used to run from lost its impact. And I don't feel the need to rush it or turn it into more. It's just the road and the moment I never felt before. Sunrise, and I finally let it go. Every mile feels softer than I've ever known. Sunrise, and I don't need to be anywhere, just here in the light with nothing to repair. Sunrise, ooh, 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 sunrise, ooh, ooh, ooh. I think about the nights I broke down inside the same machine, and how the same exact road now feels completely clean. No more ghosts in the rear view, no more chasing what was lost, just understanding that the journey was worth the cost. Even memories feel lighter, like they finally learned to stay without turning into always disappears. And I don't need to fix it or turn back time again, 'cause peace is just a moment where everything makes sense. Sunrise, and I finally see it now, that every broken piece of me still somehow brought me out. Sunrise, and I don't need to hold on tight, 'cause letting go is never losing, it was learning how to fly. Sunrise, and I'm not who I used to be, but I like the person looking back at me. I used to think I was going somewhere, turns out I was coming back. I parked the car and didn't realize how quiet everything had become. No more engines trying to outrun me, no more places left to run. The road behind me feels distant, like a dream I barely recall. But every mile that brought me here still means something after all. I look at the sky, it's different now, not heavy like it used to be. Like you finally stopped asking questions and just let me be. And I don't feel the need to move for the first time in so long, 'cause everything I thought I lost was never really gone. Arrival, not an ending, not a start, just the moment I stopped running and found my heart. Arrival, and it doesn't feel like change, it feels like remembering who I already am again. Arrival, I think about the versions of me that didn't make it this far, the ones still stuck in the silence of every broken car. They weren't mistakes or failures, they were just parts of the road. Every version taught me something I didn't know I needed to know. And even you, the and keep on driving. You're closer than you think you are. And all the pain that came before this wasn't wasted, wasn't wrong.